Hey, Mufasi here. This is a clip from our full podcast. Go check out the full episodes. You can watch them more on our YouTube or go listen to him on Spotify. Nigel McGuinness comes out and he's like, hey, since Darby's not challenging Bryan Danielson, I am going to challenge Bryan Danielson. And I'm ready for this.
It was a very, like, weird promo, but also I'd never heard Nigel promo, so, like, I don't know what his promo voice is.
To be clear, he hasn't promoted in 15 years, so...
This is true.
It was probably some ring rust there, but the crowd was still behind him. He was smiling like a happy little kid, bro.
Oh, he's
happy to be in the ring.
So we should acknowledge, too, that Mox... Because Mox came out first, right?
Yeah, Mox opened the show.
Right. Okay.
There was a really
I watched on YouTube, so I didn't know the order of things.
So there was a cool video package to start with Mox at, I'm assuming, was All Out.
Yeah, I think it was afterwards.
Like after All Out, and he's talking, and he's like, "You guys don't even understand what's going on." And he was like, diplomacy has failed. I choose war. Which goes so hard, by the way.
Yeah, that's like the catchphrase right now.
Yeah,
diplomacy has failed.
And then later on, about halfway through, well, not even halfway through, like probably the first quarter of the show, I forget what match they interrupted, but there was a match starting, and...
It was Private Party and like Commander.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know who the other team was. I don't remember.
So that match was starting and Mox and the whole gang come out. They completely obliterate everybody. Huh?
The match didn't even happen.
Yeah, it didn't even happen. So they come out, obliterate everybody, and Pac takes the mic and he's like, "We are inevitable." And he's like, he also said, diplomacy has failed, we choose war. So it's like, huh? What the fuck? And then later on, Darby comes out, because that's who Mox has been looking for. Darby comes out, and he's like, you know, I don't know what's going on here. Then Mox comes out, and he goes, Darby, you're not ready for a title shot. You've never been ready for a title shot, so give it to me. Because I need to do this, because you don't even know what's going on. He's like, this is bigger than you, and all this stuff. And Darby obviously pushes back. Why the fuck would he give it to Mox? Mox didn't earn it. He earned it at the Royal Rampage and all this stuff.
He said, what, did you start drinking again? And the crowd, like, sank. Yeah. That's so good.
So... he's like, all right, well, if you want it so bad, then we're going to fight at Grand Slam. And Mox is like, you don't want to do this. I'm going to kill you. He's like, this is bigger than you. You don't even know what's going on. So then that's when Nigel went backstage and he's like, where's TK? I have an idea. Yeah. And then he came out. So that's the spark notes of what happened here.
I like the angle because, like, the whole point is they took Danielson out.
Yeah.
And now he's like, Mox is basically taking matters into his own hands. This man, at this point, I think he's the one that's going to take it off Danielson.
Yeah.
But I think using that as a vehicle to do Danielson and Nigel is like they booked it, and it's like, so we're canceling his world title match because he can't compete, but he's gonna compete.
No, it's as if he's cleared.
Come on, man. They're gonna do a whole angle where it's gonna be like the day of, and is he gonna show up?
He's gonna be like on crutches, like going to the ring, and he's gonna be like,
and he's gonna sell his ass off, and he's gonna die, and he's gonna sell a seizure, and he's gonna die,
and then he's gonna win.
And then he's gonna win. And then, yeah, I mean, like, this is okay. This is fine.
Or, hear me out. It just fucking gets flipped over. Ready? Fantasy booking time.
Oh,
it gets completely flipped over. Bryan Danielson comes out, Nigel McGuinness comes out, they start their match.
Yeah.
Mox comes out, and they're like, no, 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 we're not having this match. I earned it earlier tonight. I'm doing this right now. And they're like, no, you're not going to do this. So Mox just murders everybody. And then Christian Cage comes out and cashes in and becomes the AEW World Champion.
So you think they're going to swerve us?
I think they might swerve us.
And just like it's gonna be none of the
I think it's gonna I don't
about.
think there is going to be a world title match at Grand Slam. I think it's gonna be absolute chaos. That's what I think.
All right. Yeah, but
I'm gonna say
we gotta have Danielson and Nigel for the first time in like
well, that'll
years.
get pushed to Wrestle Dream, and then Nigel's gonna win.
Oh, okay. All right. Now you're just being stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents on it, really. It's just like...
That's fair. It is a weird vehicle to, like, set up this match.
I mean, I was never really down with, I don't know, determining Darby as that, like, #1 contender, like, so fucking early.
Right.
So... I can't complain too much, I suppose.
I mean, it is so strange. Just everything happening is so strange. Mox is being so cryptic.
Well, I love it. I love this. I love their little faction. I kind of hope they drop Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
Because I just like them to be called, because this is different.
Yeah.
You know, Pac and Marina are now a part of it. I love that Marina's like kicking asses. And
yeah.
Fucking, she's... You know, she hasn't talked, and it's
Dude,
also very cryptic.
She was ready to fucking destroy Darby, like, in a second.
Yeah, they had a cool little face down.
Mox had to keep, like, holding her back and stuff. I'm really interested to see what happens with Wheeler Yuta in this situation. And that's something they kept talking about on commentary, too.
I have some friends that think he's eventually going to come around and like stick with them, but I really think this is it for him with that group. Yeah. I think Bryan Danielson doesn't need someone in his corner, but it would be kind of nice because he was the one that like essentially brought Wheeler Yuta up and like trained him.
Right.
And I really think they are going to just do an angle where he's kind of just stuck here because he's one of the trio champions.
Yeah.
And eventually he's going to break off and help Danielson, and he's going to get that huge pop. And then I could even see something like, I don't know, like a passing of the torch almost. Danielson, like, giving Wheeler the nod to, like, I don't know, keep doing his thing. And then he becomes, like, a single star.
Yeah, I could see that
if they do
happening.
it right.
Yeah, it would... I don't know. We have all these ideas, but it's like, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it.